Now, why did Jesus tell the disciples in Gethsemane to watch and pray? What would it have accomplished? Remember, you turn to Matthew 26. Matthew 26. So quite good. Most of you are able to at least explain and answer this. Okay, Matthew chapter 26, verse 40 and 41. Shall we read verse 40 and 41 together? Matthew 26. And he cometh unto the disciples, and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, What, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray, that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. So now the Lord Jesus, in his final hours, found the disciples falling asleep when he asked them to pray. And then he went to them and said, Watch and pray. Watch and pray. So the person asked now, why did Jesus tell the disciples to watch and pray? What would it have accomplished? I guess the person is saying this. He's saying that, well, what are you asking? Would it have changed anything?
Yes.
Okay, would it have changed anything? So now Jesus Christ was going to the cross, right? So the question is Jesus saying this? All right, assuming you're Peter. All right? You want a Christian name, Peter? All right, so don't call him Peter from now on, right? So assuming he's Peter. So is Jesus saying this? Peter, watch and pray. If not, I will end up dying on the cross, Can you please watch and pray? All right, is Jesus saying that? Because the person is saying, well, was Jesus asking them to watch and pray so that he don't end up being captured and killed? Okay? Then Peter falls asleep. Because of that, Christ ended up in the cross. Because of sleepy Peter. Is that? No, it cannot be, right? Because Christ came purposely to go to the cross. So why did Christ ask them to watch and pray if he anyway wanted to go to the cross? So why ask them to watch and pray? What difference would that have made? He should just say, I think next few days you're going to be in trouble. Rest, sleep, I'm going to die. Why would Christ not say that? I said, pray, when actually he intended to die. So what do you think? Thank you very much. So always find the answer in Teens Q&A. No, in the Bible. Just read the verse carefully, right? Read the verse carefully. Now look at the verse 41. Can we read? Watch and pray, that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. Now the word that, always notice the word that. That means it is a purpose. Watch and pray. And God tell them the purpose. The purpose is not so that I don't die or you change anything. He says that you don't fall into temptation. So ye is singular or plural? Plural. You, singular or plural? Plural. Alright. I want you to remember this because it's very useful. Why we use the King James Bible is because it's very accurate. Alright? If not, you say, I use King James. Don't know for what. Because it's very accurate. Now, just remember, ye, you. This is always plural. Thee, thou is always singular. So when you read, was Jesus talking only to Peter? Was he? No, right? He used the word ye, right? Ye means Jesus was talking to who? The group of them, the three of them. Right? Jesus was not talking only to Peter. Understand that? So it's very useful. That's why you must notice this thing. So you and ye always plural. How I remember is this. This is singular. Singular means what? One, right? One. Right? And you know what it is already, right? He always start with one. One. Okay? Thee and thou always singular. Get it? So when you read, Jesus talking to who? To everyone or just to one person? Okay? So now thee and thou, you and ye. Right? Now, I got diverted. Okay, so now the purpose. So to answer the question, why did Jesus want? So that they don't fall into temptation. Did they fall into temptation? What temptation? They denied Christ. Right? They denied Christ. Did Christ want them to deny Him? No. Did Christ want to go to the cross and die? Yes. So the prayer was so that they do not fall into temptation. Very good. She was mouthing the words. Okay. In other words, He said, no, you are going to be tempted very soon. So learn this. When you are facing temptation, or you're going to face temptation, watch and pray. The word watch means you are very alert. You are very focused and you are watching out for something, noticing that is going to happen. So watch and pray. He said, keep noticing that something is going to tempt you. He said, watch. Watch alone is no use. Pray. Pray is asking help from above. Understand that? So he wanted them to watch and pray. Then the second part. Okay, understand? Answer the question. Now I ask you this one. This is the most quoted verse. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Okay? So you go to buffet table. The spirit is willing. I don't want to eat so much, but the flesh is weak. Right? The spirit is willing, flesh is weak. It's okay lah. Understand, okay? Understand. Say, you go there. I understand. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I understand. Is Jesus saying, yeah, you're fall asleep. I understand. People like to quote that, you know. When a Christian sin, then the brother say, just like the Lord said, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. We understand. Is the Lord saying that? The Lord is not telling you, I understand. No, please know that. The Lord is saying, your flesh is really weak. You better watch and pray. He's not saying your flesh is very weak and I understand it's okay. I understand. Okay, so don't keep quoting that and say, dear brother, I understand. No. You should say what? Watch and pray that ye fall not into temptation. Not, no, the spirit is weak. Okay? So when the Lord said that, He's not excusing them. He's reminding them all the more to watch and pray. Okay? Okay. So that is answered. Answered? Okay. That one is very long. I see got any short one. Because I'm going to ask about fasting and prayer. That's a good question, right? Why should Christian fast and pray? Should Christian today fast and pray? Do you fast and pray? Good. No one answer. Because when you fast and pray, you're supposed to not tell people, right? So should Christian fast and pray? Do we still fast and pray? What's the purpose of fasting and prayer? So I leave some interesting question. I think we should stop because the rest are interesting and they are longer. What do we have here? Top 5 reasons why church dropouts. What church dropouts say. Why they stop attending church. Now please remember 66% of, well, I take the American view, they're the most readily available results. They stop attending church at least a year after turning 18. So from